All right, so welcome. Today we'll be doing a lunar practice. It is the new moon, and the lunar practice is something that you can do anytime you need to find the space for calm and find the space to cool and ground and presence your body. So if you have the space, give yourself space. You can spread out a little bit so you have a little bit of space for yourself. And before we even start, take a moment to just notice. Where are you noticing yourself right now? You can close your eyes and just notice where your energy is. So if it is off in the distance, draw it into yourself. Maybe put a hand on your heart or hand on your belly or one on each. And allow your eyeballs to rest deep in your skull. Perhaps even bow your chin a bit towards your chest. Take a generous breath in. And exhale. One more. Easy breath in. Let it out. We're going to work with a beautiful mudra today. A mudra is an energetic hand practice. So first you can reach your hands out to the side and just let them be really easy. And you can feel this quality of holding energy in your hands. And the new moon is a time to plant seeds. So maybe you feel this little seed for yourself, or maybe it just is what it is. So find that space, and as you're here, let that seed actually have a bit of weight to it. Notice how it can pull your elbows down a bit and even perhaps release your shoulders a bit. And if your shoulders aren't released, if you're sitting in a way that's not comfortable, take your time to adjust your shoulders so they're comfortable. It could even be that you rock your hips or move your pelvis so your shoulders become comfortable. Whatever works for you. And then as you inhale, reach the arms up. Gather them together at the top. And as you exhale, draw the backs of the hands together and down. So you're tracing that line, planting the seed down to the center of your heart. When you're there, you can turn the hands towards each other. Take a moment to feel inside. And this might be where you create your intention, your sankalpa. So whatever you're present to, whatever you notice for yourself, could be love, connection, presence. If you haven't and you're compelled to, close your eyes and go inside. Breathe deep into that space. And as you're ready, inhale, draw the energy up. You can start to feel your thumbs come towards each other. Exhale, let it cascade around you. Open the hands, prana mudra. Yes, welcome. I love that you're outside. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Gather the hands together. Feel that tracing down and in. Pathway to you, the heart of yourself. You can move your breath as quickly as you'd like to. I'm going maybe a bit slowly. Inhale, reach up. And just feel that energy moving up through the crown, and it cascades around you. An energetic force field. Just feel the space for that one more time with this flow. Inhale. Take the seeds of your own awareness. Feel them combine with that clarity of the new moon. As you exhale, follow the pathway down to the center of your skull, through your throat, your voice, down through the neck to the heart. And feel that settled quality, tuning in from the heart to the belly. When you're present there, notice the nourishment of that energy. Draw it all the way up through your crown. Bless yourself. Feel the abundance of your own presence expanding beyond you. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hands to prayer. Come forward onto your hands and knees, and we'll take a seat towards the back of your mat. This is totally not what I was planning to teach, but I'm really feeling compelled to teach it, so we're going to do it. Find this space, and I have a little side view, so hopefully if that helps for you, you can see the side view. I also have the front view up in the main screen, so if you're watching this post recording, I'm sorry, you got to tune in live to get all the views. So hopefully we'll see you live next week. Fingertips behind you. Inhale, let the heart expand up. And then as you exhale, you can move the fingertips to the hands or to the floor in front of you and bow down. Curl up with the breath. Inhale, rise up. Hands slide back. Rise all the way, open the heart. Exhale, pour forward. Last time, inhale, rise up. This time as you move forward, slide the hands forward, your hips lift over your heels, and bow your forehead to the mat. Anahata Asana, sometimes known as puppy dog pose. Take a sway with the tail right to left, or maybe you rock your forehead on the mat. If you're somebody who has a lot of mobility in the shoulders and you're working on developing stable strength, find the awareness of all 10 fingertips, press them into the mat, and then especially the index knuckles, connect them down, and from that downward energy, lift the chest a little bit. Inhale. As you exhale, broaden your collarbone wide towards those knuckles that are so active, and allow the forehead to come back down. 2 more times if you're doing that pulsation. Inhale, puff the chest. Feel the buoyancy of the back ribs. As you exhale, keep that buoyancy and allow something in the center of the heart to expand forward in front of you. Notice it might be not the way you usually move. Last time like that, inhale, puff. Spread the breath throughout your whole being. As you exhale, find the quality of connecting to the earth. Press your forearms down, and this time, take your time. Settle in with your awareness. Feel the weight on your forehead. Press your legs into the mat. And notice what it's like to connect to the earth and feel the air, prana, fluffing you up from the inside, making space in your back, making space in your heart. As you're ready, come forward. Bring your elbows under your shoulders so your shoulders move forward. And then if you're, I know it's lunar, but if you're feeling it, let's integrate the core. Stretch your legs back for a forearm plank. Find a long spine and feel that same puff. Inhale, back of the heart expands. Exhale, legs go long, heart goes broad. Yeah, beautiful. One more, inhale. Exhale, expand long. Press your thighs down to the earth. Untuck your toes, Sphinx pose. In the Sphinx, especially this first one, fluid. So create an easy neck. Allow your head to soften and flow. And then let's do this together. Catch your opposite bicep. Walk your elbows forward a little bit further than usual. Feel the connection of your legs to the ground. Root your forearm down and traction. Pull the weight of your belly and your organs forward. Take some pressure off of your pelvis and start to feel the space where your spine might get a little compressed during the day, and create space for yourself. I'm looking up so I can see you in the screen, But let your head be natural and relaxed. So tuck your chin a bit so you can feel some space all the way through the throat. There's a clear pathway from the center of your mind down to your heart. And you're letting yourself receive. Maybe, just maybe, find the breath in the bottom back ribs and let that pathway from your heart go all the way down into your belly and all the way down into your pelvis, into the very base of your spine. Almost as though the cool clarity of the new moon can penetrate right to the heart of you, all the way down. One more breath in, lengthen. Exhale, come to a pillow. Bring your hands under your forehead. Easy space in the back body. Breathe in. And let yourself be easy. Bring your hands to either side of the mat, as wide as your shoulders, and press all 10 fingertips on the ground. You remember Kristen Schroeder, this is a gem from her. Lift one elbow up to the sky and one shoulder up to the sky. Feel perhaps the right shoulder blade really lift up, and then find the other one. You can keep your forehead on the ground and feel as much space as you can as the shoulders start to move. From the front, you look like a really intense spider with those wonderful daddy long legs arms. Now, if you're ready and it feels good for you, draw your gaze forward. You can come up, yes, beautiful, and start to find the space. You don't even have to be an actual spider. You could be like an oceanic spider. Sea spider, which actually might be like my worst nightmare. Just you didn't hear about the sea spider from me. Seaweed. So notice what's there. Feel that little unwinding and the way that as you move your shoulders, the rhythm starts to come naturally from within you and something releases at your throat, at your neck. I find that instantly, almost, my eyes lose their piercing quality and I can feel that soft focus inside. Take one more easy breath here. And this time, place your hands around to either side of your chest so your wrists are under your shoulders. Easy cobra. Inhale, draw your heart forward. Draw your elbows back. Feel the space. Exhale, release down. Easy cobra. Inhale, draw forward. Find a little weight on the index knuckles. Notice if the shoulders are still easy. Exhale, peel back down. Final time, easy cobra, upward facing or press to tabletop. We'll end up in downward dog. Take your time. Tuck your toes under, lift your thighs back and up. Inhale, feel that same puff. Lift the back ribs. Exhale, settle in. Press to the index knuckles and lengthen your sit bones up and back. Soften your shins a lot. Bend your knees. Inhale, lift your sit bones way up. And with those same easy, soft knees, exhale and press the backs of the knees to the heels down, away from your lifted sit bones. Walk the hands back, bring your knees down, and come back to our fluid Virasana. Inhale, reach the heart up. Exhale, come forward, bow the chest down. Tuck your toes under, press the hips back and up. Forward fold. Catch the opposite elbows and hang. Use your hands and bring them to your sit bones. Gently and lovingly massage down the backs of your legs. And bring any tension. It's almost like you're rinsing out, squeegeeing anything, any residue of the day from your hips all the way down through the knees to the feet. Root the heels down, perhaps even massage the heels. Give yourself some love. On the inhale, draw that energy up the front. Smooth your hands up the fronts of the legs, halfway lift. Exhale, pour down the back, forward fold. We'll do that again. Inhale, take your time. Come up, feel the heart expand. Exhale, drape down. This time, come up all the way. Reach your arms out and up. Same mudra, bring the backs of the hands down to the heart. Involute, feel that little internal space. You can even close your eyes and go inward. I'm going to turn on the light so we have a little bit more illumination over here. And feel that inner illumination. Inhale, reach the arms up. Open. Bring the hands onto the sacrum and root down through the knees. Find the space, the sit bones. Even use your hands to anchor the pelvis down from your strong grounded legs. Inhale, draw the heart up. Maybe shift the clavicle up so your gaze looks back. And you're looking back not from your neck, but from your chest, reaching. One more breath, receive. Exhale, smooth the hands down the legs, forward fold, bow down. Walk yourself forward. We say a little kiss hello to plank pose. Inhale. Find stability. Exhale, bring your knees down and sit down. Fingertips, inhale, rise through the heart. And this time we slide the fingertips forward, Anahata Asana. We'll do that 2 more times, gentle and easy. Inhale, rise through the heart, slide the fingertips back, find space in the spine. Exhale, walk forward, feel the space of the heart expand. Last time. If this works for you, you might really find yourself almost, you could go into a camel here. You could do a cobra here, but I'm not sure how. And as you exhale, slide forward. Anahata Asana. Come forward, forearm plank. Inhale, find the puff in the back ribs. Exhale, expand. One more time, inhale, puff and strengthen. Exhale, press your thighs down, widen, pull your sit bones back to your heels, and you can stay here in Sphinx pose or plant the hands a little bit wide, seal pose. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pour down, send the fingertips back and wide for King Cobra. Inhale, peel the shoulders back first, rise up. Exhale, gently come all the way down. Make a pillow for your forehead or just rest your hands by the ribs. Full breath in. Exhale. Choose cobra or upward facing, or perhaps you rise through plank. Depends on what feels best in your body. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. One more breath here. Exhale. Bring your knees back onto the mat. Slide your hands back. Inhale, lift up. Could be that you go all the way into cobra or camel. Exhale, bring your hips down. Bow forward, forehead to the ground. Tuck your toes under, lift the hips up. Massage the hands on the backs of the body, forward fold. Slide the hands up the front. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, dial the hands down. Find that knotty line to the center of the heart. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Radiate. Prana Mudra, open the arms. Feel the expansion of your heart. Hands go onto the sacrum. Inhale, let the heart lift. Exhale, forward fold. Massage down the backs of the legs. Inhale, slide forward to plank. It could be a slide or a walk. Exhale, bring your knees down, slide your hips back. Find the lift. Inhale, heart expands. Choose the level that feels good for you. Exhale, come forward. Slide the hands forward, puppy dog pose, Anahata Asana. Forearm plank, inhale, glide through. Exhale, bring the hips down. Slight adaptation here, so you could choose Sphinx or Seal. Exhale, pour your organs, pull them forward and down. Choose your Cobra, King, regular, upward facing. We'll come back to the mat afterwards. Inhale, rise up. Feel the heart expand. Exhale, come back down. Place the hands and the forehead on the earth. Full breath in. Exhale. Cobra or upward facing. Inhale, rise. Take it back, exhale. Downward facing. So that little namaskar sequencing is a restorative practice from my teacher, Shiva Ray. We're going to slide into a more fluid namaskar for hip opening called Chandra, a variation of Chandra Namaskar called Bhumi Namaskar. Inhale, stretch your right leg to the sky. Hug the heel to your bum. And with the bent knee, soften the left knee a little bit more. Widen your sit bones from each other and pull your outer left hip back. Yes, beautiful. Make a space. Now activate the right foot. Press it up and curl. Step the right foot to the head of the mat. You'll be in a long lunge. Take your right armpit and draw it into the knee. The hand can go on the outside or on the inside. Let's see if you can put your whole hand on the floor pretty close to your foot. Draw the right shin forward. Inhale, curl the belly in. Lift the hips. As you exhale, draw right shin forward, and that same action, pull outer right hip back. Inhale, coil in, lift up, use your belly. Exhale, reach the tail back. Get long through the heart. Last one, inhale. As much as you press forward in your right shin, press back through the left leg. Get the power in the back left leg. Beautiful. Bring your back knee forward and down so you're at about a 90-degree angle, and then bring both hands on the front thigh to rise up. Same stability here. Inhale, feel a buoyancy in the belly. Exhale, deepen. Right shin forward, left thigh presses back so you can go further into the pose. Inhale, lift up. As you go in, pull the right hip back. The left hip dials forward. Make space. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, deepen. From the space, take the left pubis and draw it forward. So there's some space and buoyancy, and you're out of the compression in your left back side. Like your left hip might feel compressed, your left lower back, but really feel that ascending quality. Use your left arm, reach up. And then from the space, find neutral. Lift up. Aha, beautiful. Stretch the arm over to the side. You can keep the hands open. You can make a mudra. If you would like support, you can actually bring the hand onto the back of your head. And sometimes I love this. It allows me to actually, instead of going from the mobility of my shoulder, it really allows me to find the space in the side waist. What does it take for you to keep your seat wide? Notice the right hip will want to slide underneath you. Keep it wide as you stretch up and over. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Come forward. Bring your hand down. You can keep your back leg down if you'd like to, or lift it up. Press and lengthen the chest. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm behind you. Pinky finger touches the back leg. Inhale, reach up. Draw your elbow forward and come forward. Like you're trying to bring your heart to your thumb as much as you bring your thumb towards your heart. Beautiful. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, coil in. Maybe your back knee shin lifts to feel the buoyancy of the pose. Last time. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, reach up. And bring the hand down to the inside. Inhale here. Take your time. Exhale, slowly slide back, straightening the front leg. If it feels awkward for you to have both hands on the inside, you can also bring a hand to the outside, whatever works better for your body. We'll do that again. Inhale, bend the shin forward. Hug the outer hip back, slide the hip back. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Now bring the hand to the outside. Temple your fingertips, soften the right knee a lot. Inhale, lengthen. Pull the right thigh back under your butt as you slide your spine, your bottom right ribs long towards your knee. Whew. Here's the space for opportunity. Breathe into your heart and melt the heart down. What does it take to dive into the space where it could be complicated or tight, but be easy for yourself? The magical space of the lunar practice is how can you go deep into the heart of your experience? So wherever you are experiencing resistance or tightness, can you send your breath right there? I mean, yes, your lungs themselves will not be there, but can you send your breath right there? And then make space for yourself. Come back to your lunge. Inhale. Ooh, yes. And then gently go knee to knee. Walk your fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, bow your forehead down. Anahata Asana. If you really feel your sit bones, they're different from each other. So let the right move wide and high. And maybe from here, press into your forearms if they reach the ground, or just your fingertips, and feel the buoyancy of the ribs lifting up. And inchworm your spine long. Press your thighs back, inchworm your spine forward. Feel your hips start to go forward with your spine instead of getting stuck back with your legs. As you come forward all the way, now transition to forearm plank. Inhale. Bring the thighs down. Choose your rising pose. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, come all the way down. Fingertips to either side, King Cobra or your Cobra. Inhale. Shoulders peel wide open. Ah, beautiful. Exhale. Give yourself a breath here. Just notice and be with yourself. Take your time, transition pose. We'll move back into downward facing. Could be upward dog, could be tabletop. You know your body. Feel the space of your index knuckles to your shoulders and let them press your sit bones way up into the air. Notice how easy it can be. I know if you're anything like my body, you feel asymmetrical right now because the right side is really long. Good news, left side, we've got you. Stretch your left leg to the sky, bend the heel to your bum, and take a moment. Widen your left seat and wrap your outer right hip back. Press the sole of the left foot up to the sky, inhale. On the exhale, curl forward, look forward with your heart, and step your foot to the head of the mat. Find your lunge. Soften the back of your neck. Inhale, curl up, lift your hips high. As you exhale, press left shin forward and pull outer left hip back so the right sit bone, the right seat can go wide. Inhale, curl up, lift the ribs up. Feel that expansion in the back body. As you exhale, heart forward, tail back. One more of these little pulsations. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, as much as the left shin goes forward, buoyant right leg presses back and up. Feel that wonderful stability in the pelvis. Bring the back knee forward and down. Then bring both hands onto the front thigh. You can stay here with the hands on the thigh for as long as you'd like. Inhale, feel the lift. And exhale, deepen the lunge. As you go deep, feel that same turning of the pelvis. Right sit bone goes forward and wide. Left goes back and wide. Inhale, buoyant. Lift the lowest belly up. Exhale and deepen. Final one. Inhale. Exhale, go all the way in to your space. Reach your right arm up. Find the buoyancy of the practice. Notice how you can feel the spine lifting up, the legs still pressing back. Can you press your right pubic bone, base of the pelvis forward to create space? From this space, lift up and stretch over. Your arm can be free or cradle the back of your head and feel that wonderful space. Notice right hip descends down to the knee. Right hip and sideways press and ascend up to the elbow. Feel that wonderful band of stabilizing tissue getting nourishment. Keep widening your left seat as you bend over to the left. And send the breath all the way down. One more breath in. Let it out. Ha. Come back to the center and come forward. Plant the right hand down. Find your twist. Reach the left arm up to the sky. Exhale, stretch it back behind you. Touch the back leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, draw your elbow in, but then lengthen the heart towards the elbow so your shoulders are easy. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, open. Inhale, forward. Exhale, coil in with the arm, but expand from the heart. Yes, there it is. Last one. Place your hand to the inside. Really harvest that space. Notice how far apart your two knees go, front to back. Inhale. Exhale, slide your hips back, half split. Feel the low belly stay close to the thigh. Inhale, come forward. So if they came apart, notice and glue. Find this loving connection. Maybe let's take off the word glue, that could be harsh, of your inseam to your ribs. Feel your left inseam to your ribs. Keep that as you glide back. And then start to slide the ribs more forward along the left thigh. And then widen the right seat. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. And then so loving, wrap your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Bend the left knee a little or a lot. Maybe come onto fingertips, lengthen your chest, draw your navel towards your left knee and pour down. Notice if there's any place the breath is not going. Your jaw, the back of your back, your outer left thigh. Start to find the space. Slide your seat wide behind you. The bones of your butt move to 3 and 9 o'clock. Your tail reaches back to 6 o'clock. Relax your jaw. One more breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Come forward. Find the lunge. Inhale. On the exhale, slide back, knee to knee. Walk your fingertips forward. Bow your forehead down. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Exhale, draw the thighs down. Cobra or Sphinx, rise up. Exhale, pull your guts forward as you come down. King Cobra, take your time, inhale. Exhale, peel each and every vertebra. Press them easily, rest them. Take a breath for yourself. And another. Start to notice this oceanic quality of your breath. Now, it's not for everybody's nose and forehead structure, but if it works for you, you could even choose a prostration here, bringing your forehead to the ground. Your fingertips can extend forward, or your fingertips can press up, reach up to the sky. If it feels kind of like smushy in there or hot, and that's not what, if it feels like you're wearing a secret mask and you're in yoga class and you don't want to, then don't do that and just go back to the pillow. But take a moment to check in inside. Feel the space. What has shifted? What has opened up for you? I'm going to do one more round of a gentle earth-based practice. We'll add a little option for fire. Just a hint. Slide your hands back to either side of the chest. Cobra or upward facing, inhale. Take it back to downward dog, lift your hips. Inhale, come out to plank pose. Spin your heels to the left. They could be one in front of the other or one on top. Side plank, reach your right arm up. Exhale, reach the right arm behind you, like you're gonna unfasten your own, you scratch your own shoulder blade. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach under you. Last time, reach up. This time, bring the right arm down, come onto your right forearm. Spin your heels to the other way. I know, we accelerated rapidly. Inhale, reach up. And again, if you don't have stability here, put one foot in front of the other. Exhale, reach your arm under, wrap it around you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, wrap under. Last time, inhale. Exhale, come back onto two forearms. Bring your pelvis down. Sphinx or seal, inhale. Exhale, come back down. Bring your hands to either side, tuck your toes under. This time press, half plank or plank. Inhale. Downward facing dog. So unsurprisingly, maybe we're going to do that on the other side. Inhale, come out to plank pose. Spin your heels to the right. Stack your feet. Put one in front of the other. Inhale. Exhale, wrap the arm under. Reach up and wrap. Last time, reach up. Forearm comes down. Left forearm comes down. Heels spin to the left. Reach your right arm up and thread under. Up and under. Last time, up. Come back down to both forearms. Bring the thighs back down to the ground. Take your left arm, point it towards the right fingertips, and bend your right knee. Check out and see if your right knee has gone wide. Bring it a little bit closer so you're on the inner and outer thigh just as much. Bend it again, and bring your right hand to your heart. Find the space, press your pubis down and support, lift the back ribs up, just like we've been doing since the very beginning, and then widen your shoulders. Notice if when you lift the back ribs up, you really hunch forward, and see what there is that you can do to find the back ribs supported and lifted and the shoulders wide. If it's there for you, reach back and catch the foot. Bekasana, frog pose. Inhale. On your exhale, hug your heel towards your butt. Press your knee back as you hug your heel in and feel that little magic of the quadricep. If your hand is still on your heart, press your knee back. You'll still feel the same space and broaden your chest. Peel your upper elbow, your arm, away from your chest. Breathe into the space between your upper chest and your shoulder. One more breath in. Exhale, release the hand back. Sorry, it was not clear. Release the hand by pointing the fingers, the thumb up. So we're gonna be here for half bow pose. Now, maybe the last pose was not it, and this is it for you. You can catch your foot from the inside or from the outside. You can also catch your foot with one hand or both, but press, inhale. On the exhale, press the knees straight back and see if you can find the space. Turn the right side of your chest forward and lengthen the neck. One more breath in. Exhale, release down. Make a pillow for your forehead. Bend your knees and windshield wiper your legs right to left. Oh, just feel the difference in the attachment between the right and the left leg. And let your legs relax for a moment and just notice what it can be like. Sometimes we spend so much of our day in readiness, we're not present in our body. And when we fully inhabit ourselves, there's an alchemical shift. Be here. Notice the way your brain can be bathed by the action of this juice, just moving inside of you. When you're ready, come back up. Sphinx pose. Find that same engagement, presence, back of the ribs, buoyant and lifted. Right fingers point over to the left arm. Bring your left hand onto your heart, bend your left knee. Lift the elbow up off the ground and see if you can feel the spaciousness. Can you still lift your back ribs, nice and buoyant, and find space in your back? If it's there for you, catch the foot behind you. Ardha Bekasana, take a breath in and hug your heel. If it works for you, you can wrap your fingers around to the front. Sometimes you can do it, but it feels stressful in your shoulder. Do what feels right and delicious in the front of this top of your shoulder. Ardha Bekasana is this magic of being a shoulder opener and a quad opener and a psoas opener. I mean, it's a lot of things. Press your knee back, feel the buoyant space in the heart. Can your heart line up from your throat all the way down to your pelvis? One more breath here. And then we're going to transition. So you can lower yourself, switch the hand to hook the outside or the inside, whatever works best for you. Could also be with two hands. Activate the foot. Half bow, Ardha Dhanurasana. You have one foot, but use the other leg. Feel the other leg pulling wide through your sit bones and anchoring the right sit bone broad behind you. Breathe all the way down. One more breath, and then release. Make a pillow, and let yourself feel the space that you've created. Gently, lovingly, take one more breath in and let it out. Your hands to either side, press down, come up. This is your last cobra, upward facing. Come onto your knees. Sit your hips back on your heels. So I have a little bit of a question for you guys. Especially, I feel like I know the answer for Clara and Leah. Megan, do you have a block with you by any chance? I didn't think so. Okay, perfect. I got this. So we're going to do a version of camel. Come up onto your toe, onto your shins, and tuck your toes under for more support. If that doesn't feel good for you to have on your knees, to have your toes tucked under, untuck your toes and firm the tops of your feet into the mat. Everybody has a preference. I definitely have mine. So find the space and find a long spine. Ganesha grip, so you'll clasp your hands together. And this is, again, that long straight space. So maybe actually, before we do this, cup your hands behind your head, draw your elbows up and lift your elbows up. Really lift up. So your chest doesn't necessarily thrust forward, but that you lift the back of your ribs up. Yes, that's it. Feel the difference? Really create that space in the back ribs. Wonderful. Keep that space. Now come back to Ganesha grip. I'm going to turn to the side so I'll show you from the side. Your spine is long and straight. It's not a back bend. And I'm going to take my whole spine back and up. Pretty much like a chaturanga, except with no shoulder pressure. Inhale, squeeze the arms to help, use the grip to help you find the core strength and come back up. If your butt wants to squeeze together, widen your cheeks so your sit bones pull wide toward the outside edges of your knees. Yes, that's it. And then notice the part where your body wants to back bend. Instead of back bending, hug your ribs in and broaden your heart. Pull your elbows, shoulders wide. Yes, come back up. Beautiful, guys. Aha. You're welcome, I think. And then bring your hands to your sacrum. Anchor the left hand down, and just like we did before, reach your right arm up. Stretch it way up and stretch it over to the side. Cup the back of your skull and practice. Inhale, lift up and back. Then go back to the side. So we're doing like a quarter of the action, half of the action, but instead of going directly back, we're going to the side and back to the side and up. Aha, beautiful. Notice that wonderful stability in the side. And then maybe, if it feels good for you, lift up and straight back. Supported Ustrasana. Press your pubis forward, especially your right pubis. Lift the spine and keep breathing into the back ribs. Come on back up. Release your hands. Take a moment, hand on the heart and hand on the belly. Bring the right hand onto your sacrum. Reach the left arm up. Find the space and stretch over to the side. Cup the skull and take that little space. So you don't have to go back far, just enough that you can feel the support that is there. And then go back to the side. Feel that space of moving from your center. Come back to the center and then choose your pathway. Half camel if it works for you. Wide seat, wide heart. Come on back up. Release the hands. Sit down, hips in your heels. So I'm going to do a pose that might not be in your typical wheelhouse to sit on the floor. We'll be doing a version of pigeon pose, but I think we're going to make it a half pigeon, optional full pigeon, depending on what your pelvis situation is like. So let's take your right leg forward. You can start with your left leg just bent behind you, this little Bharat Vajrasana variation. And take a moment to sit down. Notice the shift tends to be towards the front leg. Sit your left thigh down and your left butt cheek down. And from here, choose your adventure. I'm going to show you the two main adventures I see. One, your adventure could just be like, this is my adventure. I'm right here. Otherwise, you could tuck your back leg long and go into classic pigeon variations, or I'm going to say maybe double pigeon. Double pigeon, or sometimes known as fire log or knee, ankle to knee pose, the top knee just really doesn't love it. You can hug the bottom leg in a little bit further to make it easier on your life. Or you can just go with this up high seat. If you have availability, you could also fold up your yoga mat. You could sit on a block. You could grab a blanket. You could phone a friend. You can also, if you want to, there's cushions behind you. And wherever you are, feel this wonderful quality of lengthening the spine up. You can reach your arms up, interlace the fingers behind the skull, lift up. And then lengthen yourself forward. So there's a point at which I love this head position for many things. There's the point at which it starts to become challenging, in which case don't do it, but find the space to just stabilize. Move forward enough, not all the way down, but so you can widen your seat behind you. Really get, especially your left cheek, pull it back and down, and your right cheek might sneak under you. Reach the right cheek back and wide. And once you've gotten that really nice and spacious, you can reach your hands down, find your fingertips to the mat. And right now, we're not about the forward bend, we're about the long spine. So if you can, maybe come up so you take the curve out of your upper shoulders and neck. It might be really high up. Like I could totally bring my whole self down if I wanted to, but what would you do, or what does it create if your heart is wide? Beautiful. One more breath in. Megan, I love this angle. I feel like your heart is literally like this big right now. And then make the space now to release. Fold, and that might be making a pillow, like you can put your elbows on your lap and make a pillow for your forehead, but fold so you can feel space between your heart and your head. So there isn't strain there. Gently come back up when you're ready. And super sweet to yourself, transition to the other side. You could take a hip rock. You could get there however you'd like. And you can choose this halfway pose for a moment, or you can just go right into it. Find the space, easy seat. Whatever you want to do with your mat, whatever you want to do with your seat, how can you arrange it so you can find a wide foundation behind you? Whatever tools you want to use. Allow that awareness to move deeper and deeper inside. We really worked the opposite of this action. We worked by opening the front gates of the body. So you may notice there's some new space, new awareness here as you move deeper. Gently, when you're ready, final breath in. Empty it out. Come back up. And just unpretzel yourself and slide back onto your mat. Before you do anything else, notice. Maybe you are just ready right now for Shavasana. If your body is asking you for anything else, give it to yourself. But otherwise, take this quantum rest. Allow yourself to drop so deep inside. Absorb the weight of your breath. Now, the magic of being at home is you can just stay here. So if your body says, yes, I'm ready to be here for longer, stay here. Enjoy. If you're ready to transition to a seated closing, take your time. Bend your knees, place your feet on the earth, curl onto your right side, support your head in your hands, and press to a seat. Sit any way that's comfortable for you. And feel that connection, perhaps a hand on your heart, a hand on your belly. Feel the internal alignment, the resting of the space inside. Final time with our mudra. Bring your hands out to the side like you're holding these deep, beautiful seeds. You may even feel one seed is light, one seed is dark. We're about to enter the equinox, the equality of lightness and darkness. Inhale, draw the hands together over your head. Feel that diving deep inside. And you might just still be in Shavasana and feeling this energetically. That coalescing of power around your mudra, around your sankalpa, your intention. Inhale, feel that pathway tracing back up to the crown. Full body blessing. Inhale here into this space, rich with your presence. Exhale, gather your hands together. Shanti, shanti, shanti. So much peace and benevolence. Internal Om, feel it from the echo of your heart chamber. Deep breath in. And as you feel and receive that internal space that we've held for each other, bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead and bow your forehead down so you can really rest into the weight of your own thumbs. I honor each of you for doing all that it takes to put the time in for your self-care, for trusting your bodies, for trusting us, and for making the time to show up with your presence. Thank you and namaste. May you go and savor and take this nectar of your practice to yourself, to your loved ones, and share it forward. Thank you so much for being part of our community. We love having you here. Love getting to move with you. Mwah.
Thank you.
Thanks.